Hello guys, and welcome to, or back to my channel. I come live to you from the clinic with my wonderful 11-year-old. He is currently going through his immunoglobulin transfusion. He does that because of his past cancer battles. He's great now, don't worry. We'll do a little video on that and that rabbit hole. But today, whenever you're watching this, we're going to talk about homeschooling, why we decided to homeschool our kids. And now I just want to say I'm coming at this from a really personal perspective, and a little bit of research in there. I don't want anyone to take this as a diss or whatever, but then again, I don't actually care about making you uncomfortable. If you're uncomfortable, that's maybe something you need to heal. Anyway, let's get on with it. All right, clearly need a new coffee cup. So, Christopher and I have 3 children. I have an 11-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 3-year-old. And we decided to pull our kids out of a fancy private school to homeschool them. And yes, I am their teacher. No, I did not expect to do this. No, I never had any desire to homeschool. No, it has nothing to do with anything personal to do with the schools, maybe a little bit, but it has a lot to do with like life. So let me give you a little bit of a backstory. We sent our kids to a private school. The private school was going great. It's a very creative school. It's one of the only ones in our area that suited our family. And then the school got bought out, and after they hitched up the prices for tuition, they also changed their curriculum, and teachers started getting scared and acting a little bit weird. And basically we realized after a parent-teacher meeting about our 6-year-old in kinder, that they don't actually give a damn about the kids. I can say the bad word there. They don't give a fuck. They made it pretty apparent that it was about competition with other schools and their statistics, because if one child isn't doing good, it brings the whole grading down for the entire grade, and it doesn't look good to potential students. Anyway, leaving that there because I don't really want a lawsuit, we decided, not that we'd ever really thought about it, and just said, after I was bawling my eyes out in this kinder classroom, said, fuck you, we're pulling our kids out of school and we're gonna homeschool them. Sorry, Johnny, he knows I've got a potty mouth. He's watching a movie anyway. So we pulled our kids out of school, and originally I thought we would just get a teacher and it would be fine. I spoke to a couple of, there's only like one other mother that I'd really known who'd done homeschooling, and I thought I would just get a teacher. But then after thinking about it and diving more down that rabbit hole, I realized, I was like, wait, this is what I've been searching for. This is that thing that's actually going to fill that void within me to do something in this world. And I realized, and I only realized this last summer, like when it finally hit me, when I found the curriculum that we were going to use, I was like, why am I going to give this opportunity to someone else? Like, I'm the one that pushed these babies out my clacker. Like, I did it without drugs, by the way. Don't know why. In Australia, that's just a standard thing. Like, all of the women, we all just give birth without drugs, with a midwife. So in the US, it's wild to me that I literally am yet to meet another mother who didn't get an epidural. But in Australia, I am one of many. Like, we are all built out of steel. So my Aussie women, how you doing? No. Anyway, so this is an opportunity. Like, I saw this as a freaking punch in the face opportunity. So rewinding, last year, all my kids were in school, all 3 of them, and I was like, what am I doing with my life? Like, I had that motherhood, maybe my postpartum kicked in late, and it was just like, well, now what? I'm a mum. I am a housewife. I have everything. I literally live in a castle. And I'm like, but I'm not fulfilled. And it rattles with your sense of self. Like, it really rattles with your sense of self. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll do this. So I did my personal training certificate. I did my women's health certificate. Currently doing my nutrition coach stuff. And it's like, yeah, but like, is that really what it is? Do I really want to go out to work while somebody else raises my kids? Whoa, I'm not making that a diss. I get it. Everyone's situations are different. Everyone's in different circumstances. My circumstance is what I'm talking about. Please don't take this personally. Like, I feel like I have to baby a lot of people with this. I get it. We're all in different places in our life. This is my story, not yours. So in my situation, I was like trying to find something to fill that void. It doesn't matter how much I worked out or whatever I did. Like, I did everything, but I was just like, but like, I was missing something. Missing that sense of self, that what did I put into this today? Like, my husband's a successful man doing all this. He's built his career. Like, you know, maybe it comes down to the fact that I got pregnant at 21 and I had a baby at 21. Like, I was younger, so I didn't really have a lot to, you know, of time to explore myself. But anyway, I was given a gift to become a mother for a reason. I chose to have children and not do that because for a reason. Like, I'm the one who chose to have children. I also realized during the summer, I was like, I actually really like hanging out with my kids. They're so much better than most adults that I know. And like, you want me to do that all the time? Heck yeah. Like, why not? Like, literally, like, maybe it's just my kids, but like, I actually love hanging out with my kids. Like, it's like people are like, oh, you're gonna teach them? Are you gonna be okay? And it's like, what do you mean? Like, you don't like hanging out with your kids? Like, you need a, like, whoa, okay. Anyway, don't take it personally. We're talking about my story. So we found a beautiful curriculum. I actually found a curriculum on Oak and Meadow. It's very hands-on, very natural, and, you know, very creative and flowy, and it's just unhurried. And that's what I'm about. Like, I am so tired of being in my masculine and go, 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 go. Like, literally, like, I don't need to do that. Like, I want to be here with my kids in the moment, watching them grow and flourish into these beautiful children. Like, I don't want to miss out on any of that. And with that said, if you want to go down the rabbit hole, let's go down it, because I live permanently in a rabbit hole. Like, I question everything. I have always questioned everything. Even when I was 6 years old, sitting in church going, I think you guys are doing this wrong. Not sure why, but think you're all doing it wrong. Why are you doing like this? Like, nothing ever makes sense to me. Like, if you tell me to do something, I'm gonna say, yeah, but why? If you don't have a good reason for it, then I'm sorry, I don't agree with you. Which my middle son is very much like, it bothers me. But I love his curiosity and his non-compliance, because they actually say that's pretty close to a high IQ. So anyway, like, think about that, like Albert Einstein, and literally they said, oh, we can't teach him, and now, like, what? Anyway, with that said, I have this understanding or theory, whatever, hypothesis, whatever you want to call it, conspiracy, that schools were made to keep children compliant. So now that you've got kids in schools, you're pulling women out into the workforce and men out in the workforce. So now you can double tax a household. You double tax both mum and dad. And now you have a bunch of children, malleable brains, and we can make them into whatever we want. And then they make them into workers. They literally have thousands of workers who think the same, do the same, act the same, and follow the same rules. So then you never get, it's so crazy. I keep seeing all of these signs, hummingbirds, and I have another sign that I'm not sharing with anyone that keeps popping up from the universe that I'm on the right track here. So we like this video, it's going good. Anyway, so now you have all these children that are easily malleable, and you've got them for 7 hours a day to feed them whatever you want, and here's the product. You're gonna have perfect workers working 9 to 5 doing their thing. Not that there's anything wrong with that, guys. Just hear me out. When you choose to be a mother, and I saw this beautiful quote, parenthood. So you're actually, when you become a parent, you are actually the guardian of a soul. You have been enlisted with this task of being a guardian of this soul. So these souls are sovereign souls. They are not an extension of us. They come here on their own journey to learn and to grow. And we have been given the task of guardianship of these souls, to help them in this life and give them everything that we have learned in our short time on earth, to make sure that they can fulfill whatever it is that they have been brought here to learn and do. So when you think of it like that, and this hit me a couple of months ago, I was like, why am I giving that up to somebody else in a classroom of 15 to 30 kids, and they literally don't have enough time to give to each of these children? So now these children withdraw into themselves, and they find connections in their peer groups, right? And this is where it talks about socialization. So now you have a bunch of 6-year-olds talking to 6-year-olds, and they bounce ideas off each other. Do you know, one time my 6-year-old came back and told me that people think this or that, like some of the most wild, crazy things, and I'm like, how do you know what a furry is? Or how do you know what that, like, enough. Whatever you want to do in your life is none of my business, but keep it away from my kids. Keep it away from my kids, because that's up to me. So we kind of had no other choice here. We were like, well, why are we giving away our power? Let's take it back. So I do get a lot of questions about, oh, well, how are you going to socialize them? Mate, I'm certainly not socializing them with your kids. No. With that said, Johnny actually plays basketball. Belusha does dancing. Christos, Yanni, our middle son, is a magician. He's the youngest magician in the world. The kid literally, so in kinder, they were trying to tell me that my kid was basically going to struggle academically. And I honestly think it comes down to this very bean counter, compliant, like, square of learning. Like, Christos Yanni is not a square. He is literally like a lightning bolt and not designed to be compliant with these 9 to 5 people. And I'm not saying this is a diss, like 9 to 5. Like, you keep that. I have a unicorn. We're gonna use this. The kid literally can perform magic tricks. The kid literally thinks so outside the square that I'm like, how did you think of that question? Like, fabulous. While other kids are learning how to, dictate sentences, he's literally figured out how to do a magic trick and perform it for people. The dude literally goes to work with his dad on Fridays and goes out on stage by himself, and he's like this. Like, he can engage and captivate an audience. Like, these are different skills here, and these are different types of genius. So I'm sorry, he can, like, we're good there. You keep your square, we're gonna keep our lightning bolt, triangle, diamond shape over here. With that said, when not all kids learn the same, and that was very apparent to us with our 3 different children, and that's just like a fact. Like, no one is the same. We're all souls are here to be different, and that's the whole point of life, is to learn and grow differently. So when I decided that I was going to teach the kids, that I was going to be the teacher, I was like, oh, am I going to be able to do this? Like, and I joke with other moms, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it, wish me luck. Like, and then I'm like, why am I pretending to be like everyone else, thinking that this kind of mindset of like, holy shit, she's gonna be at home with her kids all day, like teaching them. Like, wait, where down the line did we decide that that was a bad thing? Like, what? Then why did you have kids? Like, if you don't want to hang out with your kids, then I'm sorry. maybe you should have got a cat. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Get a cat. I see the dog and moms, like the dog moms out there, and they're loving their life. Like, they got it figured out. You do that then. Like, do that. Having a kid is literally a big responsibility, and I don't think a lot of us understand this. And I didn't understand it at 21 because I was so like me. Anyway, we grew up from that. So it wasn't until this last 2 months, and I was like, oh, like, you know what, maybe I can do this. Like, it sounds like fun. Like, I'm reading through this curriculum and I'm like, oh, why would I want to miss out on learning, like that learning opportunity? And I realized the power in that. I was like, hold the phone. Like, I was like, if I'm the one that gets to teach them this and I get to watch them grow, I literally get this opportunity to help mold these little beings that came out of the JJ, they came out of me, and I get to help make them and grow them and mold them. No teacher's gonna corrupt their mind. No other like 11-year-old is gonna tell them about furries and all this bullshit and corrupt their mind and, you know, whatever. I literally get to give them the best that I can give them with the knowledge that I have and help them learn through things. Like, why would I want to give that opportunity up? Like, this is where it's at. We've been taught to believe that we have to give up that power to someone else. And having that is a burden. It is not a burden. Like, I've been doing it for 2 weeks, and I promise you guys, it's the best freaking thing I've done. Best thing I've done, because not only am I now finally fulfilled as a human, like my soul is like I feel so at peace and happy. I've truly never been this happy, because I'm like, I'm doing something for the world, because I know now how important this position as a mother is. Like, I am the one that's gonna leave, like, me and Christopher are the ones that are leaving this legacy behind. And you know what the best compliment is? And to this day, we get this compliment. Literal mothers crying on the phone about how beautiful our children are as beings. Like, that is the ultimate compliment. Like, that is the ultimate, like, testament to what you're doing in your life. Like, and you know, there are women that'll never feel this, and that's fine. Like, good for you. Like, whatever it is that takes your fulfillment, like, that's great. But I'm telling you, as a mother, and I'm coming from a place of always believing that motherhood would be a burden, that it would be, you know, my identity would be lost and all this stuff. But I'm like, no, I wear motherhood like a badge of honor. Like, it is not like one of those things that's just like, oh, but then she got pregnant, poor her. Like, where along the lines did this get disrupted that people think that that's a bad thing? Holy shit, she gets an opportunity to raise the future. And that's how you have to see it. Why are we giving that to teachers who literally are already like swamped? Like, we're already in Nevada alone, we're down in CCSD 200 teachers. There's not enough teachers to students. So if we can get more mothers on this boat of like, holy shit, like, I could actually do something. Like, it's so much. You think it's okay, slowing back down, you'd think it's like the kids have to go to school for 7 days. Guys, we do school for an hour and a half. We do school for an hour and a half, and then we literally go out and paint. Yesterday we drew chalk body tracing, and we like played Simon Says and jumped around in the rain and, you know, hung out. Like, we get to do fun things. Like, how good is homeschool, babe?
So good. Like, I mean,
like, and the best part of it is I'm actually getting to spend real quality time, like presence. That's all kids want, is they want you to be present. They want you to be present, and presence is so important for mothers and fathers. The time that you get to give, like, I don't look at my phone, I don't have to worry about that. We're literally reading whatever story, talking about subjects and predicates and whatever we're doing, and we're just there. And I get to see them think, I get to see them struggle, I get to see what makes them, like, why are we giving away that to teachers? Like, even if you supplement it, whatever, but like, there's so much that that is so beautiful about watching our children grow and learn and like take it from a woman that was never interested in homeschooling. One of my good friends back home was like, oh, she already knew that she was homeschooling. And let me just say, she is one of the biggest inspirations in my life. Ness, I love you if you're watching. She homeschools her kids. She's got 3 kids too. And she's always been such an inspiration to me. But she always wanted to do homeschooling, and I never understood it. I was like, yeah, like that sounds like much. But then it came down to, I had been brainwashed into thinking that motherhood was this burden, that all of this stuff is a, no, guys, like it's not. When you can find the medium and like really enjoy life, like we just flow through it. We wake up, you know, I go for a walk before the kids wake up, and I come to the lesson. We cook breakfast together, then we get to go and do a little bit of work. We run outside and play. Like, it just flows and it feels good. And I know that they're learning from everything else. Like, Christos doesn't learn like other kids. Like, he doesn't learn like other kids. Johnny doesn't learn like other kids. No one is gonna, having to sit at a desk for 7 hours and like getting told when you can go to the bathroom and have a break here and there. I have no desire to do that to my children. Like, that's what they do in prison. That's what they do in prison. Like, these kids didn't do anything wrong. They're not prisoners. They came here to expand and grow, and like, we're just flowing with it. Now, I'm saying this now, like, who knows where I might be in the next 3 months, 4 months, 10 years, like whatever, but we're flowing with it. And so I really do think it's a beautiful thing. If you have the opportunity, like myself, if you are a stay-at-home mom and you're like, house is clean, chores are done, maybe you want to go out and do your tennis and your yoga. Hey, good for you, whatever you need, none of my business. But like, there is gonna come a time and it's gonna be gone. And I think about it like, maybe I've only got an 11-year-old now, but I am quite young, and we've weird story, I am closer to age with my son than I am to my husband. But it works because Christopher is literally like a child. That's why he looks so amazing. Like, he's just a youthful person. So we kind of like level each other out, and it's perfect. But like, and another testament, my kids are gonna have a great taste in music, and they're gonna keep music history alive, because I call Chris's music old people music. But they know like rock legends, like they know like about music, because you know, he has an older sense of like life. And like, when we come together, like, we literally have created these kids who are super well-rounded. And yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing. So this one's not that long today, but if you are thinking about homeschooling, I definitely think you should look into it. And not that there's anything wrong if you have your kids in school, like that's a, you know, everyone's circumstances are different. But for our family, we literally had no other choice. And I promise you guys, it was the best choice. And if you're a mother and you're searching for that void, and you're like, and you've been brainwashed into thinking that you need to find something outside of yourself for fulfillment, like you need to be a mom with a 6-pack and a CEO job and a small business and a whatever, like whatever it is that you're trying to find that fill that void, I promise you, if you take a step back and go back to basic biology and just go, I am here as the guardian of these children, the guardian of these souls. Like, this is where you have to let go of that ego, and you literally just have to die to your ego and know that I am doing something here, because you never know what your children are going to go on to do. Every single child is going to go on to change somebody else's life. Everything has a ripple effect. And so from what me and Christopher have already instilled in our son, like, I literally have women that have called me and told me how much our son has affected them, or, you know, these little things that just all add up and create such beautiful love and light in this world. And that is all we are about. Your opportunity as a mother, it is a gift. It is literally the best thing that you can be given. It's God saying, I'm going to give you these kids. You're in charge of what happens to them and how they show up in this world. And this does tie into, you know, the talk about like masculinity and men. Like, our kids are blessed that Christopher and I are in a really good place, and that was not easy, guys. It is not easy, and I will make a video on that. Like, but nothing worth having is easy. And when you can see it as learning and opportunity and growth, like, whew, life is good. But you know, having a present father, a present mother, learning these values are literally going to shift something in the world. So my son knows how to open doors and give up chairs and, you know, help out and be respectful. Like, he's going to take that into his adulthood and be able to give that out to other people. And then we start healing all around. So I'm sending out a man. I'm going to send out a man into the world, and he's going to find a woman that maybe needs to heal in her masculinity, and he's going to show her that she's safe, and that's going to heal a woman. Then they're going to have a healed kid, and then it keeps going. And it goes back to Jesus talking about in the Bible. And yes, I'm going to make a Bible reference, even though I'm not a Christian. I am not a Christian, guys. I am a woman of God. I follow Jesus, but I am not a worshiper of Jesus. He is our teacher, he is a mystic, and he was here to rip the church apart. Hummingbird. Anyway, he had two of his disciples go and sow the field and, you know, get the field ready for a family who like was against their religion, who whatever was against the Jews or whatever it was, and basically he was like, these seeds that you sow are going to benefit generations to come. So it's like the seeds that you sow now are going to benefit generations to come. And when you can see the bigger picture of everything, when you can take yourself out of this time, because time is just a human construct, everything is happening simultaneously. When you can literally see the bigger picture, that what I do today is going to have an effect on generations to come. So how I choose to bring my children up is going to have an effect on generations to come. This is where it talks about healing your lineage, like all of it. Like, it's got to stop somewhere. It's got to be fixed somewhere, and you get given that opportunity. And when you can see the bigger picture, my grandkids are going to be living high. They're going to be just these vibing high beings. Hummingbirds everywhere. Like, this is wild. But I'm just saying, like, it's got to start somewhere. And you have been given an opportunity. You have been given the opportunity to guard these souls and guide them in this lifetime. And what better way to do that than pulling them out of the system that has been designed to corrupt our minds and designed to disconnect us from source. Like, the best way to do that is pluck them right out of the system, because we don't need any more workers. We don't need any more compliant souls. Like, don't talk to me about compliance. Like, non-compliance is where it's at. So if you're thinking about homeschooling, send me a message. Like, if you want to know what we do, like I said, we did Oak and Meadow. This is not sponsored at all. I looked at so many different curriculums, because obviously I can't just come up with, you know, what do you teach a 5th grader? And I found a beautiful love for this curriculum. Oak and Meadow is super creative and flowy, and it's physical. So you get a book, you get a guidebook, you can teach them. If anyone from Oak and Meadow is watching me, hey, hit me up, because I'm all for it. So far we're loving it, and I will keep you posted on our journey. But it is the best thing, and yeah, like, we've made it work with our schedule. Christopher works nights so the kids can stay up to see him when he comes home from getting off stage. I'm blessed to have my parents who live 3 minutes away from me. I take Mondays off to do lesson work, to do any appointments I need to do, to figure out what I'm doing for the week, to, you know, take a minute for myself, make videos, whatever. There are so many ways to make it work, and I'm feeling very blessed in my position to be able to do this. And yeah, there we go. We're about to hit 30 minutes. I'm just going to keep these at 30 minutes now, but thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful for some of you. And yeah, leave a comment, subscribe, guys, subscribe. Give me a freaking subscription. Like, we're almost there. Let's go. And share this, and yeah, have a beautiful day.